Here we go, getting ready to hit the lease road. Excuse me, leave staging. There we go. They did homeboy the way they did me yesterday. Always minding somebody's business. Told homeboy he was going too fast in staging, he let him have it over the radio. Holla at me. Anyway, we're gonna be heading in. It's gonna be about a half-hour trip. I'm trying to get some audio on these routes to get a better understanding, because honestly the video doesn't do these routes justice.
Hey, check everyone's ready in your group when you're ready.
You're gonna hear a lot of the radio talk on the way. I'll try to explain some things. Right now we're getting piloted in compared to driving into our own staging and pad on some pads. Some pads you don't get piloted in. This particular one you get a pilot. It's in my opinion a very dangerous route. It's a lot of pedestrians. It's in a high residential area. All right, here we go.
Going to moto.
Traffic coming from the left, heavy traffic at that, so we gotta watch out for that. I don't know, now you can't see the camera.
What's up, buddy?
This guy's probably gonna pull out. We got 4 cars coming that we can go. See what he does. Yeah, he's gonna go. I would help them out, but these guys is always crying, so we're gonna let them figure it out on their own. Not that they need the help anyway. Let them figure it out. They always crying. I wish I'd have got that back and forth they just had. Need to mind their business. It's 5:52, Tuesday, September 23rd. I don't know the name of this pad. I've done 4 runs to this pad so far. It's a steep uphill climb. It's hard on the trucks. In my opinion, it should be paying a lot more than what it pays. But let's be thankful that, you know, during these times we're making some money. I've shot a couple different videos, and I'm happy that it seems the camera's not jumping up and down as it usually was during the other videos. So here we go downhill. We got cars coming from the opposite way. You don't necessarily want engine brakes, but I don't have 10-inch stacks and a beat. I don't have that. You know, I actually need mine, and I'm driving a 2015 Cascadia, and I don't know if you hear the engine brake or not, but it's on. Let's go right here. Coming up, we're gonna make a right turn, and I'm gonna have to block both lanes because the turn is kind of tight. And if you don't do it right, you're gonna be popping a tire, which actually I have a tire that needs to be addressed. So once I drop this, I'm gonna go get that tire addressed. It's looking a little funny. Gonna have some issues with the tire and whatnot. But this pilot's slowing down so these guys can catch up. And now we get caught at the light. So there we go. I try to keep the radio at a reasonable volume. Again, I need to hear it. I need to actually hear it. See what they're calling out and whatnot. So I'm taking the other side of the lane. I'm not sure if you can see, but I'm making this right-hand turn. And usually there's no cars there, so I'll be able, while they're moving, so I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna get the lane or not. Anyway, I usually come into the oncoming lane. There's 3 lanes, one for turning, one for going straight, and one for going the opposite way. I got a car behind me that's inching up. Hopefully he doesn't do anything he shouldn't do. Inch his move. That's it. I had to honk the horn at him because he was about to do it. Turn is sick. You still want to get in my lane. That's why I say it's dangerous, man. You got kids playing in the park. It's a heavy residential area. You got cars everywhere. They should be putting some extra stuff on it. This guy's upset. He's on my back. I just stomped at him. Got some fours behind me. You want to let them go by, or we gonna keep going?
Up to you guys. Is there any between us?
There's two of them right behind me.
Just the first truck?
Correct.
Okay. You can let them go by.
Trucks get by, these cars or whatnot, so we can roll. There you go. Come on, man. All right, we got those other two trucks behind us now. been able to see. I have one forward on the side coming up. She's still there. Work's been a little bit up and down. I've been working for multiple companies. The last video you seen of me going up a hill, I was in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I was working with Halliburton 5F, which I really like working for. They have an amazing app. I like the way they run. A lot of people don't necessarily like how they run, which is sending you different pickup locations to different paths. Whatever path needs sand, that's where they send you. For the most part, people don't necessarily like running like that. For me, it creates an opportunity of not sitting around waiting, and gets you excited to run hard and finish out the 14-hour shift in order to get as many loads as you can within that shift. What happened to the guy behind me? You got a forehead in your way, fellas.
Carlos, you right behind there?
Sure, let's keep rolling.
Good.
Yeah, I see one.
Couple more stations up here on the left.
A little bit of grind time right there for you. Now we're gonna keep going. I thank God this freaking pilot is moving, man, because I need the momentum. I don't have a powerful engine. Well, I got a DD15, so it ain't weak. It's 505 horsepower. I don't know what the rears are, but I need more of a momentum. And some of these guys got raw power under their trucks, especially on straightaways and on highways. And sometimes we cut in. I do this as long as the pilot's in front of me and I don't hear him calling out anything as far as some type of vehicles are coming. If so, I'll just slow down and try to stay in between the lines. But as you can see, you can barely. Let me see if I get in the line. Even when I'm in the line, white line and the yellow line, my tie is between both yellow lines, so it's damn near impossible to get into the lane. We always are going to be in the way, especially these big trucks. So I'm pushing over to the side because there's cars coming, and my trailer tires are on grass. Yep.
Get down toward the edge.
Here we go. This is gonna be a blind 20. I'm trying to get this guy.
Turn 20 mile an hour. First turn's clear.
There we go. That's what I wanted to hit. Trying to get
Down
space.
toward the edge.
What happens is I bog out, and the guy behind me bogs out. That causes a ripple
We got
effect.
4 getting ready to come to me. I'll let you know when it passes back.
All right. We got a 4 coming.
Now, guys, coming back.
Let's see. And he's going through them turns. He's not stopping. Yeah. So that guy, you get guys like that, and then they crash, and it's our fault. And it's like, it is what it is.
Clear and cover the pad with 3 18.
It's one of them things.
Yeah, thank you.
You got one landowner making a ton of money, and then you got the residents dealing with, truck pollution, so to speak. And some of them, they don't, they don't want to hear that. This is where they live at. It's their area. They don't care. So we got this hill coming up. It's a right turn, and if you don't get it correctly, you bog out. And then, it sucks because the guy behind you, sometimes these guys, especially if you've been running with a group for a long time, you gotta start trusting each other's skills, and the problem with that is, you make mistakes. Yeah, this tail's coming up. So I'm gonna slow down. That way, I make sure I get this hill because I gotta get to like 15. I'm doing about 25 right now. I'm staging on my left. We're not going in. We're going straight to pad, which is always amazing. Here we go.
You're in short control today.
I want to get down to 5th. There we go. But now I'm gonna sort of get into the next lane, snap it back, and come up with some speed. Because right here is where it kills you. And then the rest of the way to the pad, you gotta go 10 miles an hour, so that's what we're gonna do. Sort of beautiful up here. They got some nice houses and they got some not nice houses, but that's everywhere. The pads are...
Alrighty, your third one's on.
I'm not sure how far in, maybe a mile or two. So it kind of, it's one of them things.
I'll be there.
This particular pad also has a curfew. The one in the mornings from 5 in the morning to 9 a.m. And then we just got out of curfew 2 to 5:15. So yeah, that always makes the pad not so appealing. But those things are pros as well, because when people don't want to run pads that have curfew, I mean, I understand it, but that gives us the opportunity to come in and service the customer as well. Like I said, we're overflow. You have two. If I'm not mistaken, you have 2 companies that service this particular pad or weld or customer, whatever you want to call it, and they were falling behind yesterday so bad they started getting other outfits to come over here, and I guess they did one load and they didn't want to come back for various reasons. Yesterday was a terrible day. We had rain, thunder, and we fell into the we fell into the curfew, and then from the curfew we came up here and got stuck for another several hours because of the rain and the thunder. So guys that don't usually service this customer, they did one and they didn't come back. I mean, I don't blame them, and that's a pro for me because that gives us work, being that we're overflow. I don't necessarily like this well, but it's giving us work, so we got to be thankful. Thank God that we got work. Thank God every day that we come back in one piece, we safe.
Yeah, the UPS truck here.
Here we go. What we gonna do with this? We might have to. There you go. That's smart. There you go. That makes sense, because other than that, we wasn't gonna pass him. This definitely isn't a 2-truck lane. So this phone today is doing amazing. The last couple times I tried to record this video, it was shaking, or I had something in the window reflecting into the camera. So this cut will go on
UPS truck
YouTube.
4 outbound off Elliott.
And again, these videos are from people that are considering coming to the oil field. This is the West Virginia, what I call the tri-state, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio area, which I've been at for the past 3 years, thanks to a gentleman by the name of Brandon, aka Checkmate. He sort of plugged me into this area, and from there, the company was with Davis, was actually retired by Pronghorn. Pronghorn got bought out by a different company, and they was able to take us back. When I got let go, put me on the do not hire list. Yeah, we had a bunch of issues in the past. Your temperament has to be not one of you can't be combative. You got to be patient. You deal with a lot of men here that are in your business. They're telling you how, you know, how fast you're going or what you're doing, or you know, you can't go that way, and then they'll corporate on you. They got a lot of tactics over here that are very childish, and it gets the average man mad because, you know, you're minding your business. Next thing you know, you got somebody talking about you, and you're like, man, you do the same thing I do. Like, what? What's the deal? What's the problem? Anyway, you gotta somehow deal with that without having output of attitude or bad language, because they will get rid of you, man. You know, this is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and I'm telling you, you're gonna deal with a lot of grown men that act like children, and companies don't want to hear that. So you come in, try to bite your tongue as much as possible, and if you have any issues, you know, you try to tell someone to speak to someone and see if they can rectify that, or you try to do it as a man. And you know, for the most part, you know, it depends. You know, sometimes that'll work out, sometimes it won't. But you don't want to mess up your money for somebody else. I wish I had caught that back and forth with that certified guy that came into staging. They told him he was going too fast. He told him mind their business, and he got cameras in his car. Not like these broken down trucks a lot of these guys got. You know, but then again, we're in the oil field, man. You don't need a 589 Peterbilt with chrome and all kind of stuff. And this gentleman right here is parking in a bad place, making it tight. He might want a new car. You know, they do some people do things like that. That's not a good place to put it. It could be, you know, somebody could smack his truck by accident. You know, at nighttime it's super dark here. So, you know, then they'll start crying.
You gotta be inbound 3 times.
You know, it's just different things to deal with. Sometimes you deal with bad pilots. This guy's been doing okay. Actually, more than okay. He's been doing good. So this road right here is leading us to the lease road. We still got some to go. And then I'll be going on pad. They'll be taking, I'm back with 2 box. I'd rather not say the name of the company right now. But, yeah, moving forward. If I leave, I'll talk about the company. The outfit I'm with now is 7 trucks. The gentleman that owns it, he's really a patient man. He's really a good guy to work for. I'm not sure what his nationality is, but you know, his name's Tyrone. I've been with Tyrone so far, maybe going on 2 years. I did a year. I can't remember if it was 2 years. Hey, the first time we was with a different outfit, sort of leased on to someone that was leased on, and the guy running that show was not pleasant at all, and I wasn't making any money, and he tried to talk breezy to me, and I told him, why don't you come do it? You do it. Whatever you telling me to do, you come do it. And I left, and I kind of left Tyrone high and dry. Sort of. I mean, you know, it's a business. At the end of the day, I own my truck. You know, he doesn't own my truck, but he owns several trucks. And I decided to move forward. I went to Mercer. I still with Mercer for a year, and then Tyrone, we kept in touch, and he's like, hey man, if I ever get a direct contract, would you come back? And I was like, yeah, hell yeah. I'm not a over the road guy, 500, 700 miles a day. I do not like that lifestyle. I'd rather this lifestyle. A lot of people think this lifestyle is rougher than that lifestyle, but at the end of the day, either one is both a lifestyle. I don't think these are jobs or careers or anything like that. are almost to the point where it's going to open up into some type of electric company station. I'm not sure what to call it. I know in New York it's usually called Con Ed. I'm not sure what they call the ones out here. I'm not sure if I mentioned this is in West Virginia. When I came back, when I came back from New York City about a week ago, and before I left, we was running a pad in Ohio, and now this is a pad in West Virginia. And so I've never ran a pad with shoebox in Pennsylvania, but I have with Halliburton. And the part, and it's West Pennsylvania, like the Pittsburgh area, or a radius of maybe like 200 miles. Sandbox I ran in Pennsylvania. I ran hoppers. That was in West Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so we got a power tower here, I guess it's called, and this is gonna come open up. There's going to be some type of power station here or something. I'm not quite sure what this is, a terminal or a station, or I don't know what they call it. On the side they got some equipment they bring in earlier. I'm not sure what those things are. I think they're pumps. Okay, there shouldn't be nobody on the dance floor. We got loaded box into the dance floor.
Floor empty, big dog.
What was that?
Dance floor is empty.
Copy, thanks. So the dance floor is empty. I go in, one guy follows. The last guy stays back there because there's not enough space. As you can see, there's not going to be 2 trucks that's going to fit here. You don't want to even try, because you don't want to damage this company's, I don't know what they got into this, but I'm pretty sure it's hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars. You don't want to damage their fence, because they don't, companies like that don't play that. Yeah. Damage their equipment, they want to write safety books and get lawyers involved, and it's not good business for anybody, especially the driver. The driver most likely is gone. Got 2 big businesses. The way they handle things is, he broke something, he's gone. So they don't even allow you pass one another. Yeah. So as you can see, the crane is working on downhole. You got the dance floor over here. Here you go. You're welcome. Now I'm gonna turn in and then turn around. This is a pretty small pad, but it's definitely taking a lot of sand. Hopefully this guy let me know with a horn honk. This is where he wants me. He's not saying anything. Alright, Alright, this is the end of the video. If there's something you want me to address, leave it in a comment. Thank you for watching the video. I may or may not cut some of these into shorts. Most likely this is just going to be the video, half-hour video. Alright guys, be safe.